Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Jello. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm about to be breaking down this setup that I took today. This setup included news. So this is pretty much a new setup. So let's get right into it, right into the video. Let's go right into this breakdown. So this was the setup right here. It was on the 5 minute. I refined it a little bit down to the 1 minute, but initially this was my entry right here from the supply zone. And obviously, as always, my stop loss was at the high of the supply zone. So let's go over this breakdown. Let's go why over I took it, all my confluences, and why I ended up holding this trade a little bit past my initial take profit zone. So I came to the market 9:30, ended up missing a setup. It tapped into my bigger time frame, my higher time frame point, but it didn't tap into my 50%. It's whatever, I missed it. So what we had right after that was another supply zone form from that tap. So here we go. And let's play this back so you guys can see, what I was seeing in the moment. So the 5 minute, it was perfect. We had all these orders within this area getting stopped out. We can call this a retail trend line. This is all liquidity, okay? So we need all of this price to get taken out to then continue down to the downside, because we still broke structure to the downside previously. So we are trending down. We are looking for sells. And on the 15, as you can see, we had major imbalance down to the downside down here. I just said down like 5 times within a minute, but this was the zone that we wanted price to come down to fulfill. All right, imbalance, gap in the market. So now if we drop back down to the 5 minute, we have this clean supply zone, and if we want to pull our fib, we can. It lines up perfectly with 50% of the zone. So let's play this a little bit more. Boom, this was the initial low of the zone. So I'm gonna mark up these points so you guys can see where I pull it from. So as you can see, we pulled the fib, and the fib lines up perfectly with 50% of the zone. What I had on my MetaTrader was this right here. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this. That was the full supply zone, right? Wick right here to wick up here. But my initial entry point on MetaTrader was right here. So a little below the Fibonacci, 0.79 zone. So let's just mark this up. Let's put our sell position here. And initial take profit was down here. It was only a 3.6R, but I ended up holding it. Why? Because oil news came out, and I knew we were trending down. We already tapped into this point, and we also had a gap in the market down here that we needed to fill. Institutions, banks, market makers, big whales in the market, they need to come back down here because they left too many positions down here. They left too much money down there that need to come back to get grabbed. So going back to this point of interest right here, we had the liquidity stop out of the retail trend line. We had the initial point of interest, the supply zone up here. We had the Fibonacci, and we also had imbalance to the downside. I don't know what just happened. Let's just wait for this to come back to life. I don't know what that was. Hopefully we're still recording. Yes, we are. Good. So, this was the entry point right here at the body of the supply zone. Okay, I had my major position at the 50%, my big position. It didn't get tapped into. Small position, perfect tap in, 0 drawdown. I did not see a red screen at all on this position. It was very clean. If you go down to the 1 minute, as you can see, it looks like it tapped into the 50% of this 1 minute. I personally didn't like this, so I kept the 5 minute, but it did fulfill all this imbalance. If you're FEG, IPA, whatever you want to call it, imbalance trader, you could have taken this on the 50% of this imbalance. But me personally, I just use gaps and imbalance in the market as confluence. So here we are. We get tapped into our supply zone perfectly. Price taps into our Fibonacci 7.9 level. And all we do is wait for price to come back down to this low right here to take us out of the position and lock in our profits. So we are now about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 minutes into this trade. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 minutes. And we're done. 10:30 gets hit, oil news drops, and I take profit at 100 points. So here we are, about 5R for the day within 10 minutes. And that was that. That's all she wrote. Once again, I did end up missing my 50% of this zone. It's whatever. And I also ended up missing my other position that was up in here for the day. But overall, we locked in about 5R for the day. You know, news helped us out, pushing this down a little bit more. And if you guys can see, if you would have held this, which some students in the mentorship did hold, this was the full TP of the 15-minute imbalance zone. So boom, you know, if you would have held this for another 45 minutes after oil news dropped, as you can see, price would have hit you for a full 10R on the dot. So that's it. Trading off the 5, trading off the 1, you know, using all of our confluences within the market. This is what you get. You know, you can trade news, just trade news to how you want to trade it. I trade it differently from some others. You know, some others will enter right when news drops. I use news with certain points in the market, whether if it's supply zones or imbalances. So that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Send this to your friends. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Links are all in the description. Instagram, mentorship, Discord, whatever you need, they're down below. And I'll see you guys next week, and I'm out. Peace.